Alright, you two better be on your best behavior. These guys are the ones keeping our little operation afloat. We screw this up, and I'll be the ones unscrewing your hands and dumping them in a landfill. Got it?
Don't worry, boss. I've triple-checked the presentation. Everything is an assured success. I can't wait to see what they think of my brilliant ideas.
And Shorty, you got your script downloaded and up to date?
No need to worry, big man. I'm prepared and ready to answer any and all questions our beautiful investors might have.
Thank God I really want to call these guys beautiful. Alright then, let's show these bozos what's what. Good afternoon, gentlemen. I'm glad to see you are all doing well. This past year has been wonderful for the business. Progress has been great, and we're well on our way to launching another broadcast of our Toon All-Star Slam event in the near future. With that being said, we have been a bit quiet about things lately. But that's because our team here is committed to quality and giving our viewers the best possible experience you could ever get. Now the bad news is that our funding is getting a bit dry, as you could imagine. But the good news is we prepared an update presentation that we plan to share with the public, and it has a lot of brand new things that we know our consumer base is gonna love. Can explain?
Yes, our profits are sure to be through the metaphorical roof, as the kids say. We have new modes, new fighters, and we've refurbished just about everything we can, so they'll feel all shiny and sparkly to anybody who enjoys our program, new fans and old. Yes, why don't we show you what we mean with a little video edited by yours truly.
We've been very busy these past few years, and to show you what we've been doing in all that time, we'll be giving you a specialized tour through all of our brand new features. We made a lot of great stuff for you, so without further ado, I present to you our Power 3 update presentation, Toon All-Star Slam on the air. But before we can get into the really exciting stuff, how about we show off some of the new fighters we've brought aboard for the project? Not that this isn't very exciting also, mind you.
Section 1. Those logos you recognize.
During our previous update, the stars aligned to bring us a cast of a total of 5 fighters. Not exactly a lot, right? Well, in 1.3, why don't you try 8 fighters? That's right, 3! I count them, 3 brand new fighters are reporting to the stands, ready to beat the snot, paint, ink, and the absolute whatever out of each other. And to start us off, let's introduce the iconic animal duo everyone's been dying to see. A brown furry thing and his feathered friend. They love their instruments and are raring to go, and can't wait to get jiggy with it. Introducing... Mordecai and Rigby! What? Were you expecting somebody else? These 2 Death Kwando graduates are pumped up and ready to put the hurt on you. They can punch hard and rock hard as a team. They may love slacking on their day jobs, but in this, they aren't going to be holding back. They'll rush you down, beat you to a pulp, and blow you away with explosive finishes. However, nobody is exactly perfect. Their recovery is a bit lacking, and they can't exactly deal with those pesky projectiles too well. Oh, but that's okay. They'll just punch you before you even get the chance to shoot at them. Not to mention, 3 jumps are better than 1, giving them quite a bit of air mobility, so long as they can stay on the stage. 3 jumps, the power of 3, 3 This girl's a weapon of mass destruction, a scientific marvel of modern engineering. She never holds back on the firepower, even if she is infected with the computer virus known as teenage angst. Bring it in, XJ9! Oh, but you can just call her Jenny. This shiny superheroine might be in high school, but she knows a thing or two about clobbering bad guys. And to her, you're the bad guy. With her signature battery meter, she can pull out some dangerous weaponry. Lasers, missiles, jet wings, even a cool wrecking ball. She's packing the heat and you're not wearing a fireproof suit. With that said, running on quadruple A batteries can come with a few drawbacks, especially when they run out. But that's nothing a few punches in the gut couldn't solve. As long as she's beating you senseless, she'll never run out of energy. And that'll only make the prospect of her winning all the more tantalizing. And finally, saving the best for last. Literally everyone loves them with no exceptions whatsoever. The absolutely iconic mascot of everyone's hopes and dreams. Say hello to your favorite letter, T! Oh, what's with the crickets? Who's adding crickets to my video? Oh, right, the formal introduction. T is a shapeshifter, a gooey mass of cartoonish antics and chaos incarnate. They may not have a brain, but they certainly have brawn. They can stretch, morph, and smash, all with a shocking level of strength and power. Oh, but don't let that malleable outside fool you. They aren't invincible. T can rarely attack from range. Anything they throw at you, you can smack right back. And despite their ability to grow and contort themselves into crazy, obtuse shapes and sizes, they always manage to leave blind spots in the process. But they don't need to rely on their own attacks, because they're a master of imitation. And this imitation is no form of flattery. T makes use of state-of-the-art scientific mumbo-jumbo and advanced molecular doohickeys of vague varieties to reproduce all the iconic attacks of his competitors, making him a perfect substitute for any traditional cartoon mascot. If they can do it, T can do it better. Mordecai and Rigby, XJ9 and T. This trio of challengers will be making their way to a slam near you in the 1.3 update. Worry not, however, dear investors, because the stage is more than big enough for just 3 new challengers. However, you'll just have to wait for future updates to see who else will be joining the fray. We can't give away all of our surprises now, can we? And speaking of stages, what is a stage play without stages?
Section 2. Stages and you.
So, who's the stage that made this?
Let's just skip over this part.
Wow, that's a lot of new stages, but they aren't the only stages that are looking new this update. Many of our iconic locations that you remember from previous versions have been refurbished to look wonderfully new. Jellyfish Fields has carved out a niche for itself with this lovely rocky underbelly and is sporting some brand new kelp stalks. And how about Ensville? The stage itself has practically come alive and is bursting with enthusiasm. I do not fear the eldritch maws of doom. Or perhaps relax, take a ride downriver, and hop back to the 1930s while climbing aboard the brand new Steamboat Willie. Now larger to fit as many friends as you want to bring aboard, and even sporting this lovely cow 100% organic beef right there, folks. However, if more intellectual pursuits are to your liking, wanna take a stroll past Dexter's Shrink Ray? Just try to avoid the Shrink Ray itself, or you'll end up like these losers. And of course, how can we forget the main attraction? Say hello to the brand new Cybergate! Spotlights are catching the action, spectators to wow at your fighting prowess, and a fabulous portal to stare endlessly into. The perfect fighting grounds for conquest and chaos. Now get out there and prove yourself king of the gates. That was a lot of stages. Glad we got that out of the way.
Psst.
Huh?
There's still more.
What?
There's still more.
I can't hear you.
Just read the stupid script.
That's right, we aren't done yet. See these 8 mysterious locks on the stage select screen? Well, they aren't just for show. We have 8 more new stages to unlock. Now, how do you unlock them? Well, it doesn't involve any stopping and swapping, and you won't need any keyblades. The keyblades weren't available. How about we dive into that right now by showing off one of our feature presentations, a brand new mode, episodes!
Section 3. Episodes by popular on demand.
In this mode, you are the star of your very own crossover episode. You'll be given a plot synopsis and a list of objectives. The goal is usually simple: defeat the opponents, or maybe survive until the time is up, or simply have enough points. But where it gets interesting is what else there is to get in your way. Maybe the field you're playing on has anti-gravity, or maybe you'll be unable to attack, or you have to protect a beloved teammate who says friendship isn't magic. Whatever your objective may be, it's your job to hit your mark and fulfill it to the best of your abilities. And if you do, you win! Your performance will then be tallied up based on damage taken, time taken, total knockouts, and more. And then you'll be given your final score. Each episode has a set of score goals for various ranks, and if you can get enough points, you can achieve the highest honor, All-Star rank, for being a good enough actor. After completing one, why not save a replay and rewatch the episode you recorded? Every episode has character interactions that you can read after completing it. It's like watching a cartoon, with a whole lot of extra steps. If you find the dialogue distracting, you can always turn it off and re-enable it for later replays. Or you can pause the game to read anything without your opponents getting in the way. The choice is yours. Either way, we're sure you'll get a good laugh out of these sad little cartoon characters and their misery. Now you might be asking, aside from laughing at said misery, what benefit do I stand to gain? Well, dear viewer, we understand that fun is not the reason people play video games. So to solve this problem, we're providing the carrot for the metaphorical stick. We created a motherload of unlockables and rewards for completing episodes. Earn dashing special costumes with unique visual properties so you can gloat in front of all of your friends that definitely like you. Or earn a snazzy new profile picture that said friends will also greatly appreciate having rubbed in their faces. Or even unlock those aforementioned new stages. We will spoil all of them for you. It would spoil the metaphorical carrots. That leaves these things. What are they anyway? Well, how about we introduce you to...
Section 4. Modifiers, because you just can't get enough, can you?
Say hello to Silly Slam, your gateway to a nightmarish world of uncontrollable chaos and silliness the world has yet to see. So let's see them. Once you've unlocked a healthy amount from the episodes, you may select any modifier you'd like to enable for the next match. You can turn on as many as you'd like. We won't judge. Each one has art on the side and a description describing its effect. Great for knowing in advance just how bad things are going to get. Once you've selected your fine choice of modifications, simply ready up and jump in. There's many different kinds of mods with varying degrees of effects, such as anvils raining from the sky, smushing you into a fine pulp. The floor turning into lava, so stay up on the platforms, or simply hop around so you don't burn your feet. Or how about auto tech, so you never miss a tech ever again. Who needs skill when you have convenience? Flying statue! Your legs have locked up and you can no longer run. But on the plus side, you create a shockwave when you land, allowing you to rain absolute four-letter words from above. Or how about balloons flying everywhere? And popping any one of them will hurt you. So try not to ruin everybody's party. After all, you weren't invited. And many, many more. Well, actually, about 20 in total to be exact. And did I mention you can use them online?
You weren't supposed to mention online.
Section 5. Online. Putting the in internet.
This jolly candy-like button over here will launch you across the airwaves and into online mode. Here, you have a few options at your disposal, but first, why not select a profile picture for the occasion? Looking good. If you want a more personalized online experience, visit our lobbies. Here, you can select from all of your favorite tunes, the musical kind that is, that we've chosen for you, along with changing the settings of the match to your liking. You can even turn on modifiers. Now, simply tell someone your code and they'll join you. You can use our Discord as a place to meet up with strangers for lobby matches, or you can just ask one of your friends. Hope they aren't still mad at you about that whole gloating thing. Or if waiting around in lobbies isn't your style and you want a more simple approach to fighting strangers, hop on to Quick Play. Here, you'll be automatically assigned to whoever else is searching for a match.
Important thing to note, due to budgetary and technical reasons, your online performance is based on the connection of both you and your opponent. So if one of you has a connection issues, it'll apply to both of you. As such, Quick Play is built with a bit of a gamble, but at the very least, lobbies are a great way to find people you know have a good connection. Sorry in advance.
Before we wrap up, our good doctor here will give you a lightning round going over a whole bunch of miscellaneous changes you can expect to see when you try out the Power of 3 updates.
Section 6. Featuring Doug.
Yes, to start us off, all of our menus have been freshly remade to be full of life and energy. We hope you enjoy all of the amazing art made for them. Oh look, it's me. And at any time, you may press the tab button on your keyboard or select on your controller to open up the tab menu, letting you easily jump between different menus no matter what screen you're on, if you so choose anyway. You can use the tab menu to access a help manual. It goes over a lot of troubleshooting information, as well as tips and tricks for episodes, and explains important moves for each of the fighters. Or if you'd rather read it outside of the game, it comes bundled within the files as a text document. Please don't vandalize it. Speaking of menus, Extras menu now features a cheat codes menu, letting you input codes to unlock stuff early or to find fun Easter eggs that we release over time, like special seasonal costumes or goofy visual changes. Oh, and if you want to celebrate the holidays before they end, type in Christmas time to get a special jolly costume for T. Yes, still getting used to that. Follow our Twitter or join our Discord to get new cheat codes whenever we release them. So, you want to back out of a match early? Well, we won't judge, but the fighters will. Closing out the match early brings you to a match postponed screen, where everybody stares at you in silence and confusion. And you're able to save a replay of whatever that anticlimactic fight ended up being. Plenty plenty of old fighters got minor adjustments to their movesets to polish them out and make them more fun to play. SpongeBob will now throw Krabby Patties around and can do the splits, while Dexter gives opponents a shocking revelation. Many brand new animations have been added for the whole cast. Watch them get burned from below, or watch them shiver in the cold. Or, if you let them stand around for a while, see what they do when they're bored. Ooh, how fascinating. The game's resolution is now 720p, giving you far more visual real estate than ever before. Isn't that nice? Our beloved fighters now have voices all of their own, and they aren't afraid to share it. They'll scream and shout every time they take a punch. Of course, if you want to disable this, there's an option in the settings to shut them up. And one thing you won't want to shut up is all of our wonderful new music we've added. Not only are the songs for the new stages amazing, but a ton of our old stages have brand new tunes mixed in. We have a large soundtrack, that's for certain. And speaking of music, every fighter has their own victory theme now, letting you celebrate with a thematically fitting jingle. Or even the sandbags have gotten them as well. But good luck getting one of those guys to win. And of course, countless bug fixes have been done to polish out the game to a mirror shine. We still have work to do, but I assure you, this is the best that Toon All-Star Slam has ever been.
And at last, to wrap this up, it's time we unveil the release date. Toon All-Star Slam, the Power 3 update launches today! Wait, today?
Yep, today.
Today! So, get out there and start slamming, dear viewers. This is Shortwave signing off.
Thank you very much, dear investors.